Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Washington State Cougars, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Beavers will kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man, it's Parker. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Washington State going back to work on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. Touchdown, Washington State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
At After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, more points. You can put drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Armstrong. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, these throws are so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Parker. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cougars looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Firing toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Washington State will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, WSU! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
The Beavers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. OSU offense onto the field again. Davey, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking every...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Beaver! The defense with the scoop and score. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. At the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Trying to gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. The kickoff team out there getting set. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter play. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's a reverse. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down here for the offense. The snap sets up to throw. Setting up the screen. Discards a man. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. He's looking to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
You always try as a player to say the weather means nothing. Cold is a mentality. It hurts, okay? The ball feels like a rock. It gets super hard. It's really hard for quarterbacks to grip that thing and make accurate throws. And how about that? The defense comes out, makes a big play, creates the turnover.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Situations like this, and it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes. For these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
Here comes the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. It's complete to the left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snags it over the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to go up top on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on second and inches. He's looking to throw. Got it on the outside. It's Wallace.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. To make the grab. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Oregon State. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. This passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Armstrong. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll throw it on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Pulls it in. It's Armstrong. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On second down, he'll fire. That's caught. It's Armstrong. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Washington State going quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys who put so much on their plate. And you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cougars will boot it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They go to the ground. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Parker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's right on target. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
Missing a field goal on the last drive. How are they going to play this third down? He'll just keep slinging it. Takes the easy completion. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You can tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Snap it to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leads it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Got it looking for a first. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to ULM. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better.
What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. When you're playing at night, it's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws it pick.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They'll try it on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach.
Check. Ringo.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Got it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on fourth and goal. He wants it all. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here comes the WSU offense onto the field again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lined up.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Parker. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On second down, he'll let it fly. He finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a two-minute situation.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but When things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got the back over the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They'll try to pick up the first. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, hey, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get it done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.